What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a quick video for you guys, and this is going to be a definitive explanation of the injury slider here in Madden 21. Now, I want to first apologize that I haven't been consistently uploading videos for the past week. I had a passing away of a close family member, so I had a funeral to attend, and I was a pallbearer in that funeral, so I had to take some time off for that and be away from making videos for that. So we are coming back this Monday with a quick video explaining the injury slider in Madden 21, because we actually finally have a definitive answer. And I want to say that this answer has been in Madden for a while, even though it's been debated. But I found a definitive answer actually from EA stating what the injury slider is all about. So if you go into a game, if you're in a franchise mode or if you're at the main menu or whatever, and you go to the settings and you go to the sliders, it doesn't give you a description of what each slider does. But if you are in game, I found out that if you go to your settings and you go to your sliders, whether it be player skill, CPU skill, or the game options in general, it gives you a physical description of what every single thing does in this menu. And as you guys will see, when we scroll over the injuries one, it specifically tells you where the setting of 0 basically puts you in terms of injuries. And so we have a definitive answer here in Madden 21 that states a setting of 0 will disable injuries entirely. Now, the reason that I'm making this video is because it's very important, because there is debate, and has been debate for years, on whether increasing or decreasing the slider will give you more injuries. Because there are sliders, which I will show you, that don't seem to make a ton of sense, like the fumble slider. And you guys will see that if you move this slider to the left, it causes more fumbles. So if you decrease the number, you get more fumbling. So there are sliders that are reversed in this game, and so we have for a long time potentially thought that if you take your injury setting down, you will see more injuries, because in past games it seemed to be that way. If you played on an injury setting of 10 in Madden 20, we often saw injuries at a higher rate than if you played on a setting of 50. But that's not the case here in Madden 21. We've noticed that the lower the injury slider is, the less often you get injuries. So if you played at an injury slider of 50, you're going to see injuries significantly more often than you would if you lower the slider. Now, what I want to add to this video is that I actually went back to the past games, and I never thought to look in this location, because when I'm in a game, I don't edit the sliders while I'm in game. You know, we play on what sliders we play on, and you don't edit them in game or anything like that. You know, I'm not trying to cheat or something like that. I'm not trying to edit sliders as I go. And so I never thought to look at the sliders in game. And so my one buddy went in and was playing a game and was editing his sliders mid-game for whatever reason, and pointed this out to me, and I was like, man, I got to make a video on that. And so what I wanted to add is that I also went back to Madden 20 and Madden 19, and this has been in the game for 2 or 3 years now, with a definite description of all of these sliders. So I have to apologize that I haven't found this before and given you guys a definitive answer, and I have to apologize basically on behalf of the community, because this answer isn't out there. I've done a lot of searching, and you can't find a definitive answer on what the injury slider represents, let alone some of the other sliders in the game. But here you guys have it. If you take your injury slider down, and a setting of 0 is going to disable injuries entirely. So you're going to get less injuries playing on a slider of 10 or 20 or 30 than you would playing on the base slider of 50. So if you want to see more injuries, hike that injury slider up. If you want to see less injuries, take that slider down. Now, all of the other sliders in the game, I do want to kind of say, are essentially what I have said they are. You know, all of these sliders are accurate to my previous descriptions on what they actually do. And if you look at the fumble one, for example, this is one that presents a lot of confusion for people. They think that if you decrease the slider, you would reduce fumbles, but that is not actually the case. For a long time, I've been telling you guys that if you increase this slider, you will have less fumbles. And so I just wanted to point this out to you guys, that this is here, and I wanted to give you guys a definitive answer and give the whole world a definitive answer on what the injury slider actually means, because for whatever reason EA's not really in touch with the fans and the consumer and the people that play their game, and so they probably didn't even know that there was confusion around this, and they probably never even thought to clarify it, and that's why there isn't a definitive answer out there. And so I just wanted to present that to you guys, just to let you guys know that we found that, and give you guys that answer. So hopefully this helps you guys out in some way. Hopefully this clarifies the injury slider for you guys like it did for me. I will say that it doesn't always necessarily reflect the way it should be. Like if I take the injury slider down, sometimes I feel like I see more injuries, and that still is the case in Madden 21. It's not as severe as it was in past Maddens, where like if you took the injury slider down to 10 or 20, you got injuries like every play in the previous games, and so we increased our injury sliders because of that. And in Madden 21 it's not as pronounced, but we do have a definitive answer, and I hope it helps you guys. If this does help you or give you valuable information in some way, make sure you guys leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment down below with anything else you guys could use clarification on, or any videos you could use that would help you. Let me know those down in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a good night. See ya.